Hey everyone, welcome to the Sim Club. Yay! Simulation Club. Woohoo! It's so exciting for us. We've been across Patreon, we've been across PayPal, we've been across even cryptocurrency. And now to have the YouTube membership capacities is so exciting. And bringing you tremendous value. The Sim Club tagline is devotion to truth. If that resonates with you, this is the place to dive into the deepest depths of what that means, truly. Epic perks. All proceeds funneled directly back into our content. Simply click join below the like button and then select your tier. Let's go through the tiers. The first tier is called the Pupil. The price is $4.99 a month, and the perk is access to members-only group chat. The description is a simulation private community group chat on God realization, spirituality, non-duality, and the instructions are simply to email us at simulationseries@gmail.com after you subscribe, and we'll send you the info to get into the group chat. And this is because we would like to be notified by you as well. We will be frequently checking on our end, but we would like to be notified by you just to make sure that we see it and we get you in as soon as possible. Now, for those that don't know what we will be discussing in this community group chat, just to give you a little bit of a heads up, in terms of devotion to truth, what we mean is the true understanding of the nature of our reality, who we are, why we're here, where we're going, what this is all about. And we've firmly recognized by analyzing the perennial wisdoms across the planetary mystic traditions that they are all pointing to the same one end from the different faces of the mountain. And the mountain is the dualistic concession that there is something to seek, and that is seeking enlightenment. Whereas the non-dual tradition says there is nothing to seek. It simply is. And God realization being the process of turning one's attention rather than seeking externally for happiness in the illusory world of the creation design, rather turning one's attention inward, like in the parable of the prodigal son, onto consciousness or awareness itself. And therefore, God realizing the diamond necklace that is already around each of our necks, and that the source light shines and refracts through each of those unique diamonds and jewels as a unique expression in this dreamed creation design. We will also be continuing to not only have the world leaders on the show in these fields, but also in the cutting edge sciences. We love concepts like artificial general intelligence. We love the field of biotechnology and neurotechnology and Neuralinks. We love the field of indistinguishable virtual realities, the future of education with VR and AR and mixed realities. We love the field of quantum computing. We love understanding at a physics level quantum mechanics. We love to dive into decentralization and blockchains and cryptocurrencies and the future of protocol research and what that enables on a planetary level for maximizing our prosperity. Also, in ecology, in solving the sustainable development goals, eradicating poverty, creating clean water and sanitation, clean and affordable energy. We will continue honing in on that, as well as we hone in on the God realization, the spirituality, and the non-duality. And we will be doing it through myriad methods of content, not only these fireside chat interviews, but we will also be doing it in these direct transmissions that come through this unit of Atlas, as well as we will be doing it through our animated series, Chimps, our anthologies, our documentaries, our projects around the further dissemination of these topics to more people around the world and increasing the efficacy of that dissemination. So this is good. You have a little bit more depth on our both who we are and where we're going. Which is ultimately what our channel is up to, sharing that with you about the nature of reality, of what is our true nature, what is the I, what is source, what is God, what is infinity or the absolute, and what are these creation designs. Are we eternal? Yes. And can we, as we recognize that, effortlessly channel the absolute highest morality into our families, our friends, our community, the world, and architect those more abundant frameworks and resource flows to maximize our potential. What we're considering for this tier with the members only group chat is exploring Discord, because it is currently being used by many of the other channels that we look up to, and it does a pretty good job at breaking down into the different channels within the Sim Club and using voice to be able to come in as well, and being something that is both very friendly on mobile as well as is very friendly on a desktop computer or a laptop computer or even a tablet. And so we would love to hear how you feel about having that members only group chat happening inside of Discord. And also we would love to hear how you feel about other members only group chat platforms and what you prefer, because we've also seen some of our leaders that we look up to doing small group chats, member only, in simple messaging platforms. And so there's that to explore as well, and that seems a little bit more intimate as well as a little bit more concentrated on one topic, which is quite interesting. And maybe we do both. So we would love to hear from you in the comments about what you would like to see. All right, so that's the first tier of Pupil. All right, on to the second tier, the Adept. The price is $9.99 a month, and the perk is that there's a shout out in both the video as well as in the bio. The description is we'll shout out your love and support at the end of every 5th video we publish. And the instructions are we'll check this tier each time before we do a shout out, and we'll keep a ledger. This means just like you see here with the text, we will have one of these for every 5th video we publish, shouting out your love and support in the video, as well as we'll have that in the bio. It's pretty exciting. Become a part of the channel's history. And I know many of you are across the comments already. Many of you have been with us for not only a month, but many of you have been with us for a year. Some of you have even been with us 2 years and more. And that's really cool, because this is really our 3rd year of going with simulation hard. And it's really exciting. So exciting. 2018 was very formative for us, with some big interviews launching us off, getting our recording studio in downtown San Francisco and this equipment to be able to do 700 shows in 2 years through 2018 and 2019, traveling to so many cities and conferences to do these action-packed days of interviews, just sponging up all of the wisdom across all of these different walks of life and sharing that. And so there's this beautiful archive of all of these interviews with these diverse minds from around the world that you can go and revisit. And especially in 2020, taking the time to synthesize the most profound things that we had learned from them, and to distill that along with analyzing the most genius people that have ever lived, as well as the most enlightened and awakened people that have ever lived, and abstracting out a meta pattern of who they were and what they knew, and distilling that artistically into our first book, High Level Perception. And then moving to Los Angeles to continue this massive visionary journey, and being in love with every single musical note along the way, and the silence between them, riding the crest of the surf in the now. It'd be an honor to have your support at this level as well. This Adept tier includes the Pupil tier, which is great. And this tier is fun because it really notches you in to the history of the channel. All right, and lastly, this tier's name is the Sage. The price point is $24.99 a month, and the perk is that both exclusive videos as well as asking our interviewees questions. And the description is once per month, we'll publish an exclusive video, and we'll choose the top 3 questions from sages to ask our guest. And the instructions are, we'll send you the private video link each month, and we'll also field your questions 3 days before the show. So for those that are really interested in the highest tier in Sage, it's super exciting because this is the first systematized time that we're opening up a portal for our community and viewership to be able to send over really profound questions and actually get them answered by the guests on the show. So we will be including in the time frame with the guest on the show the top 3 most profound questions that are asked by the sages. And it'll be really exciting because you'll get to know who they are ahead of time. You'll get to figure out what kind of a profound question to ask and send it over. And we'll do our best to give you long runways so you know plenty in advance. And also, we'll keep the videos exclusive for a period of time, and then we may choose to make those exclusive videos public down the line, which will then enable people to freely access it, which is the dissemination of the expression that this is, the wisdom that it's communicating. And so it's important to also respect that, yes, the first access is what you get, yet there's also the opening it up downstream for people as well. And there's other exclusive benefits for being a sage that we are figuring out right now as we are creating our merch line. So the simulation channel, Sim Club, will have a merch line, and that merch line is going to be around our tagline of devotion to truth. Now, devotion to truth is going to be across all of these fields that we've been describing, and making really cool cutting edge symbols on art, phrases, aphorisms on the clothing itself that's really soft and fun to wear and showcase as you go throughout the world, where other people can see it and be profoundly influenced by just reading your shirt or experiencing your shirt, and then the conversations that will strike up around that concept, and the awakening being accelerated. More and more of the veilless veils being pierced to that God realization. And so the Sage tier will include likely several of those free merch items per year, which is fun. Yay! And we're figuring out the other benefits, because there are a lot of other really cool benefits across these different clubs that we've been analyzing. Lots of the social media influencers and icons and their unique clubs and what they offer. We've been analyzing them. And so there's a lot of unique things that we're going to be contributing here that are both different than those clubs, that are more honed in around devotion to truth, and yet at the same time are leveraging a lot of the same really strong principles that they're using. So we're pumped to bring you massive value, and feel free to email us anytime, simulationseries@gmail.com. And we're so grateful for you. And enjoy. Infinite love. Again, just a brief recap. Again, the tagline, the devotion to truth. Welcome to the Sim Club. We would love to have you. With these epic perks, all proceeds funnel directly back into our content. Simply click join below the like button. And again, these tiers, the Pupil tier is going to have At $5 a month, access to the members-only group chat. And again, across the specific platform or platforms that we will be using, we would love to hear from you in the comments below about what's ideal for you, what you think would optimize the success of it. And then the second tier, the Adept tier at $10 a month, which includes the shout out in the video and bio, become a part of our history, notched in. And the Sage tier at $25 a month, exclusive videos and ask our interviewees questions, along with merch and a lot of really cool other benefits that are coming. And that's all. We are ridiculously excited for the Sim Club, and we are so pumped to have this members of our YouTube channel be able to become, through this join functionality, a closer connection into the essence of the devotion to truth and into the essence of piercing the veilless veil, God realizing, as well as architecting the more prosperous and abundant future that all of our hearts know is possible. We adore you. Infinite love. We hope you will join us. And thank you so much. Absolute, infinite love.